What's up YouTube? King Vapes 23 here, bringing you a video. Today we're going to review the Raptor T6 Box Mod. And I purchased this from Angelcigs.com for the price of $23.99 plus $5 for shipping. So it came to like $28.99, something like that. This is the box that it came in. See, it says the Raptor T6. Let's see if we can open this up. See, your box just comes in just like that, except without the stickers. Just all black. You can get this in this color, black, and I think white or silver. I think it's silver in this. Yes, it's a fully mechanical box mod. It houses two 18650 mAh batteries, which compared to a simple stick from this, the battery life is way better. I can go almost 2 days without charging this puppy. I'm gonna have a vape. Now, what you just saw was only one concern I do have. It does sometimes not fire, or it fires, but it's not strong. See, like now it's working just fine. And my dripper is a Turbo V2 from Tobacco, or I don't know how you actually say it, like Tobacco or something like that. I'm just gonna say it's Tobacco. And the build I have is a 26 gauge 6 wrap. Yeah, 26 gauge Canthal, 6 wraps. I think the ohms was like 0.34. God, so much terminology here. Well, since we're now reviewing the turbo, let's go ahead and dive down and get this all situated. And the drink of the day, it's not going to be out for too long, but Call of Duty Cherry Game Fuel. So let's go ahead and have a drink. Let's go ahead and dive down. To break this down. And I'm sorry that my video is on an iPhone. It's really shitty quality. Hopefully I will upgrade the camera here soon. But after you take off the 4 screws that are on top, like this just comes off with your simple 510 threading, no spring pin that's in there. Just simple. Well, most RDAs and tanks, well, not most tanks, but I know most RDAs have adjustable pins, so that might be a con for some people. Now, I'm not going to take this part off, or take off this inside, because that's just the bottom. And it's pretty simple. Just the only thing is, if you take this apart, because you got the 2 screws here, and it'll just come off. If you take this apart, make sure that the 2 copper contacts on top with the metal in between goes on top. That's the only thing. And then also, one last thing, if you're putting it back together, make sure, because this is your piece, your copper piece, that once the button, you push it in to hit it, that makes the contact, make sure this goes towards your button. Because you don't want to say, like, here's my button. You don't want to turn it this way, because as soon as you do this, you're not going to get no connection to it, because it's almost 3 inches or almost 2 inches away. You're not going to be able to get a solid good connection. So just make sure that your 510 is closest to your button. So let's go ahead and put this back together. So only cons could be, or that the only cons there is just the button just doesn't fire once in a great while. Sometimes it gets not a good enough connection. Whoa, that was a first. Just make sure, just go all the way around. Just make sure all your screws are tight. There, God. Alright, now let's go ahead and put our batteries in. Now you got to make sure that the positive goes up to the top. with your negatives facing on the bottom. Now this is kind of one thing that kind of scared me at first, was after you put your batteries in and you go ahead and tighten them down. And of course I got these big fingers, so this is not the greatest, but it's still manageable. Is when you're tightening this down, like I think it's this one, yes it is. This one goes so far down compared to the other one, as I'll show you here in a second. So hard to cross thread these, or it's so easy to cross thread it, so just be careful. Just take everything nice and slow. Get it nice and down there. I'm just going to do this, make it faster. There we go. As you can kind of see, this one is more down than this one. But that's also probably just because of the 510, but still, that was kind of a concern for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put my dripper back on, and then we'll go back to FaceTime and we'll talk about it a little more, some more pros and cons. Now we're going to go over the pros and cons. Con 1, fire button misfire. That's one con. Con number 2, the 510 spring-loaded pin, which it doesn't have, so that's a con for some people who want to use tanks. And some RDAs, I know. But most of them have the 510 adjustable pin, so you might not have to worry about that. Some pros. It's cheap. Pro number 2. Really sturdy and strong. And that's all I really have for it. I mean, if I lost this today, would I go out and buy another one? Oh yeah. I would definitely recommend this. I mean, it's a good product, especially for the price, especially when you want to get into vaping and not break the bank. But I will have a link in the description where you can purchase this. And that's all I got. Just make sure you guys subscribe for more content, and cigarettes is death, vaping is life. Keep vaping, everybody. Have a good day.